here and pause this. Alright, pause that. Alright, and this is Dylanisradleys, his video. Go and subscribe to him, like his video, all of that good stuff. And check him out. He does some pretty good content, and I think he's starting to do some new content as well, which I'm super stoked for. Super stoked to see him back. And anyways, let's get into this video. My favorite band, and I'm just interested to see like what his favorite band is. Oh, Pokemon. Alright. I gotta catch some Pokemon in the chat room. Alright, let's see here.
With me, it's 20.
Alright, I gotta turn it. Oh. Okay, so I gotta turn up the volume on my speaker. I had that down too long. And then I might just start using a headset again.
16 again. You just found out David Bowie died.
Hold on. Let's rewind.
Imagine with me, it's 2016 again. You just found out David Bowie died, and you're.
That was such a sad day when David Bowie died. Oh my god. Like that hurt my heart. That one really, like, that was one of my favorite artists. Anyway, that made me kind of sad.
Still not as sad as you are about the announcement from Sony that they're making an all-girls Ghostbuster. You've just downloaded Pokemon Go, and you're Googling the most effective ways to trespass to get that sweet Hitmonlee in your local junkyard.
Right.
Well, somewhere in that prehistoric time period, you find my best friend Mason and I in a Popeyes. We're talking about our favorite things, and Mason is telling me about his favorite movie, Back to the Future Part 2, and his favorite band, 21 Pilots. As I sit there, covered in chicken grease, holding a lukewarm...
Oh my god! This motherfucker! I love the way he pieced this video together. This is awesome because the pictures and all this is so good.
Dry biscuit. I find my mind racing through every single movie I've ever seen and every band I've ever listened to. How could I ever search through this endless treasure trove of cinema and musical art? Then in that moment, Mason broke my trance by telling me that having a favorite thing is the best. You don't have to find yourself in this common, awkward, small talk moment if you just pick one and stick with it. I thought to myself, well, this can't be too hard. I knew that the movie that undoubtedly held the most nostalgia and good times in my heart was The Sandlot. I was always a baseball kid growing up, so I related a lot to the characters and the situations they found themselves in. I'm Benny, the cool one. You're like Bertram. You remember Bertram? No, of course you don't, because you're a Bertram. With that pic behind me, there was only one thing left to figure out.
He's got a point. I could be a Bertram.
My favorite band. Over my life, I've had so many different phases of musical heroes. I even cut my hair like this because of the big...
I want the Fray. The dude from the Fray cut his hair like that.
Picture of Adam for 3 Days Grace.
Damn. It does look like the guy from the Fray, though. Totally thought he was gonna say it. Oh, I got that wrong. Yeah, I forgot about the dude from 3 Days Grace cutting his hair like that too, though.
It's on the back of my home CD. I rode the rock and...
I did something far worse than that, though. Whenever I was young. I don't have a picture of it. But whenever I was a kid, I cut my hair. I shaved everything except for the bangs. I just had the bangs, and the rest of it was shaved. And not just shaved with a razor. Completely bald. and I wore this and sported this around like I was the shit, and with just a middle finger in everybody's face when I was a teenager. Because I guess that's always been my personality. Just I don't care, what people think. But anyways, that is great.
roller
I love people that beat to the march of their own drum. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of people I like to be around.
coaster at Disney World like 10 times in a row just because I loved Aerosmith and I was convinced that Steven Tyler was the most qualified person to be a judge on American Idol at the time.
I'm gonna sing a song
Right.
called Tell Your Ma, Tell Your Pa, I Love Gonna Roll, Wah Wah.
I played multiple Christian metal bands on full blast while playing Black Ops 1 on my CD player. My mom would come in my room and be like, "What are you listening to, honey?" And I would, of course, be able to respond with, "Don't worry, they're screaming about Jesus." How could I pick just one? Then I recalled a single moment from my childhood in 2012. I was in the back of my friend's dad's 2006 Chevy pickup truck. It was super common at the time for my friend's dad to play bands like Slipknot, Korn, and Inner Shikari while we were riding with him. Then one day, he would start up an album by a band he just found. Periphery. This album was the band's sophomore album, Periphery 2. The start of this record gave me the feelings
It's a good band.
as if I was being lowered into a spaceship, getting ready to be fully launched into a new atmosphere of sounds, production, guitar techniques, and musical concepts. I was completely blown away. When I finally got home, I was able to listen to this full project in its entirety. There were thrashing guitars, hammering away in time signatures I wasn't used to, blistering solos, groovy drums that never lit up once, and soaring vocals in a combination that I had truly never experienced before. I developed this really weird habit as a kid where, like in junior high, I would only shower with all of the lights off and listen to music. I genuinely don't know why I did this, but I specifically remember talking to this pretty
Sounds
girl I liked in
relaxing.
youth group at the time. I didn't get to talk to her very much because she was also like a little older than me. So when I told her that the bracelets that we all got glow in the dark because I realized it when I was taking a shower, and she replied, "So does that mean you like shower in the dark?" I was completely
That is funny. It makes sense though, right? Like, wouldn't it be? It would probably be comfortable to shower in the dark and listen to some music. Sounds relaxing, honestly.
completely mortified. But weirdly enough, listening to this album while
Shit.
cleaning myself in the complete dark is some of the most fond memories I have with this thing. After I became completely obsessed with this music, and I wanted to find out about the musicians behind it. I had recently discovered
You know, I respect how honest how open he is, because that's like, that's some pretty private stuff to share. But I respect that. That's cool, and it's funny. It's funny and it added to the story. He did a really good job with this video. I'm digging it. That'd be rolling.
that the guys must
And if you like, you gotta go check out this guy's stream too. By the way, I just had to throw that out there. So good.
have been pretty funny, considering their music video for Scarlet was literally a space war between the band members over whether ketchup or mustard was the better condiment. Later, I would discover that founding member Misha Mansour uploaded studio update videos onto his YouTube channel during the process of recording the very album that I fell in love with.
You don't give a just get it done.
He would go on to continue this and eventually start doing them documentary style for each album into the release of their 7th full-length album. These updates have become a huge treasure to their fan base because they show off the incredibly funny personalities of each band member while also showing off their like once-in-a-lifetime talents.
He said he has some season tickets to the Redskins game. Boy, I'm lying. He ain't got nothing.
I adored these videos, and I watched them for hours and hours and almost studied them. That's how I developed my very first parasocial relationship. Later on in 2014, I would eventually make friends with a bunch of guys because of our shared love of Periphery. One of those guys is actually my friend Christian from In a Given Room. We were all obsessed with these guys and we wanted to be just like them, so we started a band called Macomb County. We did not sound like them. like at all. Even though our guitar player at the time could play a couple Periphery songs, and we thought he was the greatest musician we had ever met because of that. Eventually, towards the end of 2015, we broke up because we were all about to graduate, and I was having a panic attack trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. I made the mistake.
I mean, that sounds normal, you know? Sounds normal.
Of saying, at the end of the day, you know, this band is just kind of a hobby to me, and I know I'm supposed to be in ministry. Obviously, we found out how that went. I listened to
Oh, Jesus. I would never be able to be. You tried it. Hats off to you for trying it. I know I wouldn't be cut out to do any kind of ministry work. They would. I wouldn't even try it. I wouldn't try it myself.
these guys religiously,
It would be horrible.
and eventually, towards the end of 2020, I got to go see them live for the first time ever with my wife. And it actually inspired me to get back into creating music with a band, and landed me with the guys in Any Given Room. I also just saw them recently, a month ago, and God, I just love them so much. So there I am, sitting in the Popeyes booth with my best friend, and I look him in the eyes and I say, yeah, my favorite band's probably Saliva.
Ah, shit, that's fucking good. Saliva.
Stereo, hear me on the radio. Click.
Click, click, boom. Saliva is not a bad band, though. I mean, I listened to it whenever I was younger. Not gonna lie. 100% listen to Saliva. Shit. Man, that was good. If you aren't subscribed to Dylanisradleys or following him on Twitch and YouTube, just go do that. Check him out. Funny dude right there. Love watching his content. And that video is great. And I cannot wait to see more content like that from you in the future, my guy. That was great work. I really enjoyed it. And as always, I really enjoy your music. That was good. So good. Anyways, so we got one more video to watch. One more react to do. And then I swear to God I'm gonna code something. I'm gonna code something. I don't know what I'm gonna code, but I'm gonna code something.